Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the first video in a series of training videos that I am making for WordPress. WordPress is a wonderful tool for blogging and for creating sites, mostly because not only can you customize it the way you want to and to design your site without having to know all the HTML code and the PHP and all that stuff, but I want you guys to know that WordPress is very, very compatible with Google, Yahoo, and Bing. It has many features that I'm not going to get into right now, but they are automatic features that will literally automatically create backlinks and things like that, and we'll get into all that later, but this is just an introductory video to basically give you a rundown of WordPress and its basic features. So I'm going to start out with the login screen here, and you'll notice I have created a website called training.teamrhino.info, and this is your login page, and it will take you, when you install WordPress, it will take you to your login page. Now for those that need help installing WordPress, I have to apologize, but I can only help people install WordPress and get it up and running that are in my own direct team. And the reason for that is because, well, number one, they're my team, but number two, I simply don't have all the extra time to, to help 6,000 to 10,000 other people get their WordPress blog set up. WordPress is available at wordpress.com, so that you can have your own WordPress site hosted there. But I do want to let you know that it's very limited in features, and it's locked down quite a bit. So if you can, the best option is to use your own hosting and use your own WordPress installation, simply because you're not going to be restricted by all those rules that WordPress.com has. So let me go ahead and let you know that I can help you with free hosting. I can help you with installing WordPress for those that are in my direct team. All I ask is that you make use of WordPress and definitely use it for your business. And if you have any questions, if I'm not available or there's not another team member available, you always have YouTube, which has a whole lot of information on WordPress. But this particular series I'm doing for my own team, for our business, so that because we're doing this from a marketing standpoint. So that's what I want to create this video series for. So after you install it, it takes you to your login page. You're going to enter your username and password that you created when you set up WordPress, and it's going to take you into what's called your dashboard. Now this is your main, what we would call a back office. It is your administration tool. This is where you customize, where you make your posts, where you make your pages, where you design your site, install or remove plugins. You handle comments on your blog, or you can change or create user accounts, reset passwords, all the settings for WordPress, the whole 9 yards. So this along here, this is called your toolbar. At the top right here, you have your profile information and your for your user account. Right here, you will see the name of your site, whatever you decided to name it when you installed WordPress. Now when you click that, it's going to open up the site as it looks right now. This is a fresh, unchanged installation of WordPress. So this is what it looks like when you first install it. Now up on your toolbar, if you click that again, it will bring you back to your dashboard. All along the left here, these are your menu items, and if you hover over each one, you can see the different options that it gives you, the different things you can do. But before we get into that, I want to take you to the actual site and give you a description of the structure of WordPress. This here at the top, this is what's called a header. These headers can be edited. You can add pictures or your own titles, whatnot. This is your menu. The more pages you have, the more will be in your menu here. This is a post. You'll notice when you hover over the post name, it gives you a link. That takes you directly to that post by itself. This, where I'm highlighting right now, that is a sample post that came with it. It shows you the date it was published, the category that it's in this case it's uncategorized, and gives you an option to edit. This is a comment down here at the bottom. People can leave comments on your site with their name. It shows the date and time of the comment as well. And going back to the main site, depending on your template, you can have sidebars and different options that are on the right side or the left, however you design it, or however the theme is designed when you download and install it. Along the bottom here, this is what's called your footer. Well, I'm sorry, actually this is the what normally is called the sidebar. A lot of times it's on the right hand side, but this particular theme has it underneath. Down at the bottom here where it says proudly powered by WordPress, that right there is your footer. And all of these things, search, recent posts, recent comments, archives, the meta or metadata, and the categories, these are all what's called widgets, which are also customizable in your dashboard. So going back to the dashboard, as I said, these are your menu items along the left. Now under appearance, the widgets, right here on the right side, those are the active widgets that are on your site right now. To add or remove them, you simply click and drag them to inactive or back into your widget area. Now under posts, you'll also see categories. And if you remember that first post, the one that came with WordPress, it was in the uncategorized category. And as you create and change categories, you'll see them in a list here, and you'll see the number of posts in each one. So the very first thing I want you guys to do is to go down here on the left to Settings and go to General. This is where you will put in all the information about your site and its configuration. The WordPress address and the URL, those you pretty much want to leave alone. Now here, if you remember in the header, right underneath the training site, it said just another WordPress site. And I'm going to change that to WordPress site, or I'm sorry, we'll say training site for Team Writer. Here you can select if people can register, and if they can, what rights they have when they first register. I would leave that, honestly, as a subscriber, unless you have somebody that is going to be adding things to your site. Here you pick your time and date format, and the day the week starts on. And when you're done, you're going to click Save Changes. Now before you do anything else, I want you to come down here to Permalinks. Permalinks, when you make a post, it will show in the address bar the permalink for that particular post. Now there are many options to choose from here, but since we're dealing with marketing and we want to be found and have a lot of clout with the search engines, I want everybody to click this right here, which is post name. I want you to select that post name and click on Save. So now when we visit our site, instead of saying page equals 1, it actually says Hello World, which is the title of your post. Now, if you go back into Posts, go to All Posts, and it gives you a list of the different posts that you have already. Under Hello World, I want you to click Edit, and you see right here at the top, right underneath the title, it says the address, which is the permalink. That's what's going to show up in the address bar of the browser. And this is definitely one of the things you want to watch out for when you're using posts to try to rank higher in Google when you want to add keywords. For instance, say we're targeting the keyword work from home. So we're going to type in work from home. But I also want you guys to know, and that's why I hit cancel, is when you change the title, work from home, when you change the title of your post and you click on update, WordPress still has the original title in it. Now when you make a new post, and let's say this time we're targeting the keywords online jobs. And for right now, I'm just going to leave sample text in here. And when you click on update, it actually pulls the permalink and creates the address from your title. Now some of your titles are going to be longer than others, and you want to make sure that your keyword is listed here in the permalink. So when you go back to posts, to all posts, this is the post I just created. Now these are the menu items where you can manipulate those posts. The quick edit allows you to do everything but the actual post, which are tags, comments, plugs, the status, the category. You can alter the date and time, the password. You can enter a password to make it password protected, or you can make it private. For our purposes, we're not going to use private or password protected content simply because we want the search engines to find it. Now here, I can actually delete by clicking the trash button, and that moves it to your trash folder. Now anything you delete is going to be stored in your trash folder up here, just in case you did it accidentally. So when you create a post, or you edit a post, this is called the editor. And for everybody, first thing I want you to do is click this button that says Show or Hide Kitchen Sink. This gives you all the options for editing a post. Along the right hand side here, you see that you can choose different formats for posts. You can choose your categories, which right now there's only one category, so that's the default that's checked. This is where you add your tags or a featured image if you decide to use that. Now for comments, if you click this button right here, this drop down box, it says Screen Options. This gives you the options of what is going to show on this editing page. For instance, let's say discussion, comments, and author. So now if you look down here, when I checked those boxes, it added these different things: the discussion, the comments, and the author. Now these are saved by default when you change these options, so they will always be there next time you go to create or edit a post. So now that we're done with that, and always remember, as I forgot to do, always click on update, because if you don't click on update, you're going to lose the changes that you made on that post, whether it's a new post or an edited post. It will either say publish or update, depending on whether it's new or edited. So now that we've gone over the basics, I'm going to show you how to log out. You simply hover over your account profile menu here at the top right, scroll down to log out, and click that. And that brings you directly back to your login page and says you are logged out. Now keep in mind that to view the site when you're not logged in, it gives you a link right here at the bottom. So you simply click that, and that's what your site looks like. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.